No. Let me land this. Okay. Guys are out here on Twitter. They're able to point out the log in the eye of Ole and say this and that, right? Yet, you same people can't even vote in good leaders. Yani,
the mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
Mics are open, back again in the building. My name is Andy Young.
Big C.
Neville.
Yes.
Episode 131.
131.
Yes, we are in the 30s now.
So clearly, we're in the 30s.
Yeah, we have lifted it.
How you guys doing?
Post-curfew.
For
me, the year has just begun, manze.
Man.
For me, by the way, signed your January 1st, 2022.
First of all, can I just say I have missed this table?
Oh,
my
yes.
old friend.
The white table.
Yeah. Hey,
the way Andy has touched that table, he was like,
I miss you, my old friend. It's been a while. Hey, bro, mazuna shout.
But yes, right after we finished recording last week's episode.
Oh yeah, that was when it actually happened. Yeah,
we should have stalled just kidogo.
We recorded a bit early, but how are you guys feeling? Mi bado nalala nyumbani. I haven't yet experienced after 10 p.m. outside in the club. I haven't yet experienced. I've been home.
I think I got home on Friday, maybe about 10 something, right?
Okay.
10 something.
Past 10 o'clock.
But every time that I'm home and I'm like watching the news, because us guys, having to go to bed early, I always have to remember.
Wait.
You watch the news?
Huh?
Who is us guys?
No, you don't go to bed early?
By us guys, you mean guys who like wake up early in the morning? I thought you were referring to
kind of
guys in the house, like you all watch news early and then you sleep early.
Nah. Me, I just watch the news when I can.
I don't even watch news, bro.
For me, I have to, right? Just to know
Twitter
what's
is
going
my
on.
news.
Yeah. No. So, like every time I'm going to bed, like, cause my bedtime is like maybe 9:45, 10. I've told myself twice like this week. Guys are still outside at this time. I'm having,
there's someone who is pre-gaming as you're sleeping.
I'm like,
they're still getting dressed.
Hydrate as you're pre-gaming. Hydrate.
Like I was just like, man, I have to keep reminding myself that. But for me, I'm cool with the day party scene because I've always said it anyway. I've always been a guy for mapema go. Maybe this weekend is gonna be different.
Oh yeah, one of those.
Maybe well, not really, because my birthday happens to fall on a Friday.
Salaried man.
Yes.
Oh yo, Big C, Mr. More drinks. It's your birthday week.
It's your birthday week.
Just a couple of days.
That Halloween
couple of hours away. Walk one for that boy.
So is it going? Is a party going
Friday,
down?
Friday.
Friday something's going down.
It's going down. I'm gonna let you guys know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you want us in?
Friday, sure. I invite. Let me tell you, Friday, I am willing to come out of the house at 8.
Nice.
Typically, I'll kick off again saa 8. Bruh, Friday, I'm trying to do like 8 o'clock so that I can last.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's one of those ones where enough people are more excited about it than
you.
Like,
I'm excited, man.
What's the plan?
Yeah, man.
And it happens to fall. Oh, thank you. Shout out to
Endman.
I know what going.
October muko wengi.
I know
Andy's
what
an
go-
October
Yeah,
baby. You're an
bro.
October
Mesa
baby.
Drake,
Our
maze.
president Jaden.
Shout out to Uhuru. Uhuru had to open the
country
thing
on his
before his birthday.
He knew Wagwan.
Yeah.
I'm the real shuja.
Guys were like, yo, Uhuru. Bro, guys were like, Uhuru, come on, man. We need to party and we don't have passes. It's like,
He was
I'll show
like,
you
I
guys.
got you.
Say
Say
less.
less.
By the powers
Say less.
vested in me.
Yes. Yeah, man. But it's still for me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go into Tao to just see how it is. But you see, Tao is still not going to be the same, right? Because like the restaurants and bars are still going to be closed at 11. So what's really going to be open?
But let me be honest. I've never actually partied in Tao. That's one thing. I've had stories of people getting their drinks spiked a lot. There's a lot of stories of guys actually having not such quite of a good time. So for me personally, I've never gone into a club in Tao and like sat there and like ordered good things, blah blah blah. So come out at Twitter Tao, Calvin, itabidi tuko na mabounce.
Also, like I understand there's some errands you usually run in town.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't remember the last time nilikanyaga Tao.
Niwatse show, Andy. the only reason I go to town is if I've got a meeting, like say at somewhere.
Yeah, pale at
But I
least.
can assure you, the last time nilikuwa Tao, the last time was actually in
meeting
town.
Tao.
The last time was actually in Tao. I was going to meet some Somalis. Unajua,
It was ile-
Somali
Hey,
wakaniambia,
bro, don't mention
wallahi,
them, bro. Hey.
you have to come to town.
Our people, we love them.
At least they didn't tell you to go Isili,
Alafu
you know.
unajua ilikuwa ni wazae. Na
so
so
you had
walikuwa serious. I was just like, okay, cool. But I told them, let's meet in Java. I didn't want to go to like a Somali restaurant.
Genda
Why,
kwa
bro? Hey,
Kilimanjaro.
that place nimewe-
Yo,
Yo, we love Java,
Waga-
mazi.
no,
Java ni the one.
Yo,
like
Home
our
away
Java
from
is
day
home.
one, yes.
But bro, mazi kuna Kilimanjaro, kuna
Manze.
Ayusra, mazi.
Hey, Aliusra, the
Kwanza the
platter.
tea.
Hey.
Kwanza you guys used to tell me they used to have that thing, that hangover thing.
Oh yeah, they have like a hangover. I don't want
A
soup.
concoction.
Yeah, it's like
of
a
some
soup
sort,
of
yeah.
some sort.
Hey, but the masala
Back to
tibia,
normal.
mazi, it's live, bro.
But you know, I was having a conversation with someone the other day about like Tao and how Snow Cream has been there for years, and us guys put it on such a high pedestal.
For those guys who don't know Snow Cream.
It's at Kenya House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a
Thank
place
you,
for
David.
Ice cream. It's
know
an
the
ice
last-
cream parlor.
Ah,
yes, yes.
You know, I thought it was like a strip joint, you know.
Because
No,
it's
it
on
can't be.
Tazame. You know these things. Wow, imagine a strip club called Snow Cream.
Oh.
Interesting.
Wow.
So what?
Very-
Cream on the
That's
snow?
very interesting.
No,
snow on
no,
the cone?
no, just move
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Wow.
Just move on.
But you know what? By there, actually, I think it's about time. We just told the guys at Snow Cream.
Yeah.
Youth lot need to fucking rebrand. This whole ghetto ass shit they have going on.
Yeah.
ati-
Shenge
ati-
yo bag
No,
mapema
no, no,
hivi
no,
leo.
no.
Okay.
As in,
Hebu
wase
sema-
waga wameiweka sijui, oh my God.
It's the
we
place
need to
of
go.
place.
Bro, I am never fucking
But
going to Snow Cream at all.
I've never had anything from there, so
Really?
I can't speak on it.
No manze, wako na zile vitu za kutengeneza ice cream za Kenyatta.
Yo, ukitaka kunipiga
They're
endorsement
old
pia ni
as
sawa.
fuck. Waffles,
Guy.
as in, no bro.
Take it.
Yo, like,
Snow Cream.
Yo.
Tunaweza kuja tuwafanyie ka
Easy.
something. si ndio?
Bana, mazi.
Yo.
Is this how you shoot your shots,
listen,
Calvin?
it's not that. It's I'm yet to meet a lady who's actually gonna say, fuck Coldstone, let's go to Snow Cream. You know what I
Damn.
mean? And I ain't shitting on any brands,
Yeah,
by
yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
But I'm just like, but then I was like,
Change
cool.
of scenery.
You know, all this gold and everything. But Pia, see, we're not riding around in those Leyland buses at KBS. So we've gotten some new things.
Yeah.
Vitu zimeendelea mbaya.
Bruh.
But let me ask you this. You know, there's a lot of when people watch us and we talk about like last week or a few episodes back when we were talking about like places that were there before that are not there now, like Wimpy, places like this.
We.
Nana,
Hadi nilikuwa nimesahau, mazi.
Shout out to Nev. How many? Maybe about 3 years ago or
Yeah.
something. Man, he took me on a Wednesday. I think he was like, what do you call it?
Wacky
it was
Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
Tulienda
Bruh.
Steers.
Steers.
You know the way
Manze,
Chafua.
ulikuwa
Chafua
like,
that.
hey, that thing was like double stack. Manze, umse alitoa kadi.
Hey, swiping
Pick a
action.
swipe.
Plastic money. Good old days.
Manze, we-
And that was 3 years ago.
Three or
Hey,
four,
damn,
some
hey.
3 or 4
You've
years
been
ago.
balling
Some.
from
But never amekuwa bola, mazi. Never wanga
Alitoa
bola.
kadi.
But he's annoying.
akasema what do you call it? Akasema debit, not credit.
Hey.
Hey, do the thing.
do the thing.
Yo, but you know, as I was saying, Manze, there are those spots. Can you remember a few spots that are nostalgic to you? It could be a club, it could be a restaurant, it could be somewhere you used to frequent
Bro.
that you're like, wow, please bring these things back. Tuseme ukweli, changes. Me, I miss
Changes,
Bend
yes,
Over
that's the
Thursday.
one. Changes, mazi.
Redeemable beers.
Changes was so fucking tiny, eh?
Yeah, but
With
Manze,
like a tent
you know
apple.
the way it used to
Hey
be
bro,
such...
yele club ilikuwa ina
Ilikuwa the
pop
spot.
mazi.
That
Let
Bend
me
Over
tell you
Thursday.
something. Let me tell you something. Tukiwa Westi, back in the day when Changes was there, I used to ditch my friends who were in other clubs. There's
Skylarks,
plenty
manini.
space, kuna nini, and make my bro. Changes mazi. The
Okolea,
music was
shots
everything.
for
The
20,
energy. There's a
25
reason why your
bob,
place
50.
ilikuwa imechrome, bro. Hadi waneka tent pale nje.
There
But
used to be
I
shots
honestly
of 50
miss
bob.
Changes.
Where
I
are we
won't
ever
even
gonna
lie.
get
Changes
that
was
again?
And
Changes was
you know
vibe.
how good of a place Changes was when I was an upcoming DJ. Vile nilikuwa fresh nikiwa kampo. there's one time, the first time nilienda huko,
Yeah.
I made a shout going out to Ambale alinipelekea spot akaniambia come tufike.
Okay.
I was new to turning up, I was new to
Yeah,
clubbing
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that, but I'm still a DJ. Tumeenda hapo maze, tumesikiza ngoma maze, tulifika mapema nika tunalipwa bro.
Ni kama nyinyi ndo mnapanga meza.
Maze, but advantage ilikuwa tuliambiwa hata tunaweza chill VIP. Hatukutoka.
Of course,
VIP
upstairs,
used to be
huko
upstairs,
upstairs,
And then booth ya
Yeah.
DJ ilikuwa tu hapo
the
next.
days we didn't have masks.
I hollered at the DJ and I was like, Cheki, sinikupatie mixtape yangu nichezee. Then he was like, if he doesn't have any
That's a
drops.
lazy DJ.
No.
He
he's-
played your mixtape.
No, he was like, if he doesn't have any drops,
Yeah.
let me
Oh,
play. Now the only problem
wow.
was it was tagged, it had
Yeah,
drops
it had
and all
your
that.
side,
Then I was like, maybe another day. But that said a lot to me. Now imagine I fell in love with the place even the more.
Even
bro.
the more, man.
the more.
Yo, true that.
That's a good one, though.
You know now that we're walking down that whole memory lane of like clubs in West and what? The club that never needs to come back, fucking Skylux. Jesus Christ.
I like the fact that they even rebranded.
No. Like, yeah. But
Oh, they
Skylux,
tried. They
Skylux
tried.
for me, I feel like
Skylux.
it was just
Tesla.
that club where we were just told, yo, stay away.
Huku haufai.
You know, I don't know. There was just that whole aloofness to it, right?
Yo, that also makes me think of, there used to be a club, I think it was called Aqua or something.
Aqua Blue.
Yeah.
No, Aqua
Fam.
Blue was my sport, bro.
Same
Now,
here,
amongst
bro.
my
I like
peer
that.
group,
That's why I celebrated my 21st, bro.
amongst our peer
Big deal.
groups, when you're young and you're in college, you're told, hey, there are some clubs that you know when you go to, bouncers will be asking you, hey, uko 26, uko 28. There were some clubs
ID, nini,
you couldn't.
nini.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah.
Personally, I've never been frozen by any bouncer at any particular point. But for me, it was like Aqua to me walikuwa wanasema, oh, 20, sijui what.
Eh,
So you know when
mazi.
you go with people and you enter and they don't, you're just like, oh, we have to pull this one
Oh,
back.
I don't miss those moments. Being frozen at the
By the
club,
bouncer?
and then you'll have
Bouncer
to either
Onyi.
change the plan or pay
I
to
think
get in.
I
don't
got
miss those
Slide
days.
at a 200.
The one time I was frozen was I don't know what I think this is like 2010 or some shit. We just promulgated the new constitution.
Hey.
And I remember
Wow, big word alert. We just promulgated the new constitution.
Yeah.
God
Mike,
damn.
Austin knows about that. Yeah. So we just promulgated, right? So I think there were celebrations and stuff, and
Yeah.
we were out in the club or something. And the bouncer, I don't know what the bouncer tried to freeze me or some shit.
Okay.
And I told the bouncer, like, and yeah, I've been a gig from back when. I told the bouncer, it's a new constitution, bitch. The guy pounded me, man.
Are you serious?
Wow. Today,
Calvo.
I have a fucking scar here.
Meno imeanguka kwa sababu no.
Are you sure that's all you said?
No, I told him.
Are you sure that's all you said?
Constitution, bitch.
Oh, now you see, you
You added the B one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told him it's a new
deserved it.
constitution. bitch. As in,
What?
whoever said it's a new constitution.
So, Calvin, let me ask you this. Just put us in the moment one time for our listeners and for our viewers. Once this guy punches you, you go down to the ground, yes?
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. You
Gravity
move.
was like,
You-
come
you-
here.
So like,
You move.
You know, waded away. I was a bit
Waited,
sauced.
wow.
Wait,
When
hey,
you
Leo.
had the time to wait away.
I was a bit
Did your
sauced, I know.
friends
I was with my
intervene?
cousin. I was with my cousin Ali. Ali's like
Alikanyagia.
Ali.
Like, share, and
Ali
subscribe,
was
Ali.
like Ali. He's my cousin.
Finya like
He's a
kama
light.
mazi.
He's a light skinned guy. Yeah, kuna vita alikuwa
Hakuna
anaingia.
vita.
Alafu that time.
Come on, no, guys,
No, like him is
No,
0.5.
let's
He's not.
use this moment as a learning opportunity.
Tetea
maze.
light skins,
Ekalari
bro.
hizi maze tuache. Your cousin was a coward because he's a
No,
coward. not because he was light.
Alafu, you know that time. then you know, I used to feel some fucking type of way about my cousin. He used to always get all of these babes. Like I remember.
Sasa unacheki. Now do you
me,
see
I'm
the
dark
root of
as
the
fuck.
hatred?
From
As in,
somewhere.
Alafu, you know the craziest thing is this? Like discrimination had not even started there, bro. When we were going to fucking the club that day, when we were going to the club, man, they made me sit in the boot in the RAV4. Right? And then he's driving, he's the one driving. Then all the babes were like in the back, and then another homie was.
Or them like
They made
ukisema
me
boot you mean
fucking
boot.
sit in the boot. Like, you know, a RAV4, right? So you know it's like an open boot.
Yeah.
Man,
Calvin,
imagine,
como umeingia
from the
boot, no-
club and to the club.
Umeingia boot ni utuambie.
You've walked into
Maze
that
umeingia kwa boot
place.
ni utuambie.
Manzi walinieka kwa boot bana. alafu hiyo time sasa
It's not how you expected it to be,
nikienda
bro.
kwa boot nilikuwa msafi nikirudi sasa niko na obviously now I had blood and shit but yeah so when you're talking about like those
that's
memorable
crazy.
places
Wait, Andy, umeifriziwa ama what's
Hey,
your experience?
bro, this beard is a gift from the Almighty. Nimepata
least
juzi juzi
inachocha
maze.
kidogo.
I got this for like my 23rd birthday, but before, bro, you know when you make it to 18
Yeah.
and you're like, finally,
I can do
have
some
an ID.
things, yeah.
I can get into the club.
I can
and
do
then
some
unafika
things.
kwa club unaambiwa, bro, ni 21. Unafika 21, you pull up, you're like 25, 26. Sorry,
Like,
sorry,
what
sorry.
is
So,
the term?
yeah. So, what about you, bro?
Me by
Hizo
the-
sports nini Skylax by the way, I've never turned up at Skylax before it changed to something else.
For real?
Never. Skylax nilikuwa tunasikia
What
story
about
when we were in school.
Molly? What about Molly's pale?
Now
Okolea?
Molly's used to pit with my friends so that they can take cheap shots for 50
Yeah,
bob.
50 bob.
And then now we take it into the club.
Bring that
when
back.
you guys are talking about the Molly's idea for 100 bob shots is actually not Molly's originally, right? There used to be a place. You see where Unga House is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There used to be, what was that famous club by T-Mall at the top?
Size. Ilikuwa size ama.
Size. So that's where you see Unga House.
Yeah.
That's where Size West used to be. So over there used to be something called Team 100. Right? So on Wednesdays all shots were
Was so.
100 bob. And that point,
we should bring that back.
point, we're coming back from like Park Place.
Okay.
So there were two places, right? So you'd either go to USIU.
Tortillas.
No. Before ilikuwa inaitwaje Austin. Not Memphis. This is way Fifi's.
Oh, Fifi's.
So Fifi's was like the original place now.
Yeah,
Guys
with
of
pool and
Nairobi
everything.
Uni, where
Everybody used
so
to
you used to
converge.
all go that side, right?
Converge.
So then at some point, all that action moved and he went to Park Place, right? So Park Place was Bogani Road for the guys of Katho. You get? And now there were guys of UON who used to just drink at, what do you call it, KBC? And then they check into Sherlock's Den.
Wanaingia tu hapo one time.
Yeah, Sherlock's Den.
Hey, Calvin uko na blueprint.
Hey, wacha-
Bombo.
yeah,
Clad.
blueprint,
Wey,
yeah.
some more drinks.
Hebu tu cheers kidogo bottle zetu.
Alafu unajua hiyo ni ile, this is that enzi of Popov, Smirnoff.
Wow.
Zin, me I'm telling you, that whole era was a vodka drinking era.
What?
You get?
Just when you've said that, bro, it has just reminded me of that time. Like right now, there's this hype for gin.
Yeah,
you know, like when you go everywhere, when
culture.
you look at a table, even someone maybe who hasn't consumed alcohol as much, when they are given, they're like, oh yeah, gin, you know. And Kitambo, for me, I think it used to be Jameson, whiskey, Williamson. You know, it used to be that kind of like kama hauna Jamie or kama hauna like a whiskey on your side, you're looking some other type of way. It was like a hype. Even the Smirnoffs, the what,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all those my Blue Moons, Manini, you know, different kind of things. And damn, hizo drinks
But let me but let me tell you guys, like from a consumer perspective, like from data that has been there for maybe close to the last decade, guys generally have started drinking a lot more spirits, right? Like beers are still being drunk, but the beers are drunk by now our uncles and dads and whatever. You get so that's the category. But now amongst this whole category, there's now you ask guys what. That's why you see a lot more. Like when I was growing up, when I look at like the portfolio of what vodkas were around, it's not as big as now.
Okay.
Gins, the gin category. How many gins do we have in the market? Huge. Whiskey. Huge. Like when you go to a club this weekend, if you guys go, you'll see every table, literally. And that is why these clubs have been able to like make a ton of money. You know, like think about it, the markup, right? But still, bro, you can make a lot more money from a beer.
Oh,
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? Because if the guys are buying like a bottle of Tusker for like what? Retail, maybe what? 140, 130 thereabout. And some clubs sell it for literally double.
250,
300,
300,
right?
yeah. 500.
So think about it. So you're going at 100% profit.
Yeah.
Already.
That also reminds me, you know, curfew has been lifted and what guys were tweeting and saying, hey, those people who had passes, journalists, how are you feeling now?
My privilege, man.
Like
all those passes obsolete.
The roads were so clear at night, bro.
I saw mine when I was going to whatever, when I was at the fuel station.
Now we all have passes.
I saw that shit, I was like, yeah, Like, you know,
but you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't mean this in a bad way, and I don't mean to put this kind of energy into the universe because I'm big on this and I'm big on manifestation. But bro, this might come back, bro. This might come back. Check.
So
the thing is,
keep your pass.
China just shut down again.
See what happened in India?
Okay.
See, so knowing how Kenyans behave, bro, like everybody's in a celebratory mood, and then notwithstanding that, we're getting into the festive season.
Festivities.
You know, so everybody has every reason, you know, to just be
also people
all over the place.
Apart
So
from
we don't know
passes,
how next year is gonna be.
Apart from our passes somehow being obsolete, also something that was people were laughing at was the fact that there were clubs that used to operate past curfew hours, and they would pay a certain fee, and you would
for
also
admission.
Yes, you would also, when you go there, you'd pay crazy amounts, 3,000, 2,000 to get into this club, 5,000, and you
for the
still
bottle,
haven't bought, you know, something inside
Drinks
there.
and
So at least cycle to share.
I saw that article, right? It was published by one of these things, I think last week, Thursday or something. And it says, we kindly appeal to the club going people, revelers or something, to
all the Kenyans
desist from going to these particular clubs. These clubs were
they named them.
Yeah, they had a whole list.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a whole list.
Noisemakers.
And I was just like, so now that it's been lifted, you guys want to write an article. Like, yo, what hater mentality is that? Bro, listen.
It's the world we live in, bro.
Like, let me tell you this. There's actually something called the Competition Authority of Kenya.
Okay.
If you feel that someone is actually suppressing you like that, you can actually write to them. Unaelewa? But kama wewe club yako au mko na kiburi ya cooperate all night long.
But bro, acha nikudanganye, this thing cuts across the board. You've seen Mandem taking a piece on other Mandem just to get to a babe. It's in the fabric of people's nature. People are gonna, you know, backbite you at work just to get a promotion you are supposed to get or something like that. It happens, man. It happens. But something interesting, bro. So the DP. William, I'm not trying to talk about politics, but we have to talk about the DP.
You know, it's good. You know, it's election. We almost get into that election. They're making us laugh right now. They
Things
said
are crazy.
last week, walisema all liquor 250.
Bro,
so what's happening now? What's happening now?
So Kenya Sex Workers Alliance, KSWA, promises to give DP William Ruto free services for 1 year for supporting their hustle. And my man planned to put in what 1M into the business.
What he said is this, right? So he was at Mtito one day, and he said that if these guys all unionize,
yes,
they come together, he'll give them $1 million. Now that's what you call deep.
Deep.
As in sex workers, deep.
That's Calvin, we have talked about this.
We usually have these chats when the mics are off.
We've had this conversation so that we don't.
Wow.
So this is what was street.
But man, like, think about it. It's a good plan. But think about how many. Whoa. A million for come on, man.
Wait, bro. Me, I'm seeing these free services for a whole year.
For a whole year, free services. Like,
so this is an empty promise, cause
this is like the stadiums one.
The DP is not gonna come and cash in. At where am I? 1 year? Nilipata 1 year warranty, maze. I'm coming to collect.
He's never gonna cash in.
That's not gonna happen. I'm not understanding the dynamics of this campaigning. Politicians are showing us now on the same.
In a fucked up world, maybe he would.
What
you
do you
want to
mean?
tell me that all those babes, those ladies of the night,
Yes.
are busted? No, it must be one painting.
So you're saying they'll be sending someone to the
bro. If you're unionized,
Karen,
right? Like, it's like me coming to you guys.
Are you saying they don't look good?
No, bro. Listen, come on, man. You've been to Mtito one day.
Have I?
No, like on Mtito. When Ghostbusters parked over there.
wataita huko ni
Wambaje. I mean, bro, like all this. Come on, let's call it what it is, bro.
I wouldn't know.
These babes out here servicing those truckmen. You know what I mean? Like truckers.
Oh yeah, long
Bro, we ain't
distance
doing
kind
that.
of thing.
Yeah, of course.
So
they're pulling longer distances than yours
Calvin, unapenda kuban
via the road.
I totally
Watu kuanga na project. project.
That's why when I say this election kind of season and blah 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 has a lot of things that are being
silly.
said out there. Same thing with what Baba said about giving the youth I think it was 6,000 or 5,000 or 10,000. 6,000 bob. And we all know these things. Mse akishaingia, when someone ascends to power, it's a different story. We've had it time and time again.
The laptops, the stadiums.
You don't we don't have to be
you know
in that space no more.
Let me explain it to you, right? For Baba, when he said that 6,000 shillings, right? That is actually very sad, right? Because the government is voted into place to actually create an environment where there's enabling of businesses to happen.
You need to create a good environment.
You get for all of these things to happen.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
for you to tell all of these jobless people, the youth majority,
There'll
right,
be a handout.
that the solution is actually going to be 6,000. So I'm supposed to chill, meaning
whole
you're
month.
6,000.
And it's a one-time thing.
You get pop. But you know, guys have been poking holes in all of that. Why? Because here's the thing: we have a whole thing that we started where the elderly are supposed to get, I think, 3,000 or something or something a month.
Yeah.
Man, guys are still not getting that.
Yeah.
You get
A lot
so
of
you're going to
things.
tell me we're going to be able to send 6,000 shillings to all of these guys,
Yeah,
right?
ni uongo,
the
yeah.
youth, yet we
US.
still are not able to cater to wage bills, right? Like we're
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah,
health in
doctors.
Mombasa County. You
Yeah.
see, but anyway, guys, I saw someone on Twitter say, guys are out here saying, ole out. Ole out.
Ah, wait, why
Yet-
we
No. Let me land this. Guys are out here on Twitter. They're able to point out the log in the eye of Ole and say this and that, right? Yet, you same people can't even vote in good leaders. Yani, muna kipawa. Ya kuona Ole is bad at management.
But I'm only leader
But you
wenu.
can't see your leaders.
Okay, kuna
That was a good
kapoint hapo.
turnaround.
Kuna
That was a good turnaround. I was for a minute I was worried.
Hey,
You
But
know,
that was yeah, you landed it. You
Ole
landed it.
ain't got no structure. He doesn't know
Ole
what.
doesn't know defense.
What the fuck is your local MP doing?
Hey.
What is your
Hey,
president
Kazini
doing?
umebonga,
What is
yeah.
your MCA doing?
hey.
What has G said?
This is
you
your
have to
campaign.
dance a yard
Yeah.
before you dance abroad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dancing a yard
Thank you for
before
coming
dance
to my
abroad.
TED talk. Next time I see Ole trending at number one in Kenya,
Una-
who are you?
Hey, tukufanya prefect pale Twitter. Unaweza watandika.
Like, you know, Kenya is a really
makes-
fucked up place.
it
you
makes so
saw,
much
you saw
sense.
top trending topic Wednesday was actually
Baba Gloria.
Baba Gloria. Like, how the fuck do we have Baba Gloria trending as topic?
If you don't know
That's
what
what
Baba
people wanna
Gloria,
see,
Baba
bro.
Gloria sent a nude,
sticker.
a sticker of a lady being penetrated in a WhatsApp group that was not.
It was for Chagisheng money
It
for
was
a
burial.
funeral.
It was for burial. It was for mourners. So it was mourning.
There was mourning in the group.
No. You know what?
Neville, no.
No.
Neville, no.
Neville, that was a good one.
Mourners.
But you know what? You know what Baba Gloria did that was wrong?
Yeah.
He actually sent it to the wrong group of mourners.
There's supposed to be other
Calvin,
mourning.
again, we've had
Guys,
this conversation.
Talking about mourning, let me
Commercial ama nini?
let me bring in something I was thinking about this, or rather something that happened to me. I don't know how you gents would deal with this in my situation. So I was talking to someone. It's a new friend. I would say friend from school.
Oh, okay.
It's a guy. Relax, Andy. I know.
ain't judging, bro.
I know
I
it's
ain't
a guy.
judging, bro.
It's a guy. So as we are talking with this guy, we're getting acquainted. So now he knows what I used to do. Blah blah blah. You know when you get to know someone. But then when I was texting with this new guy friend of mine, the way he put across some things, like
You were texting with this new friend guy of yours.
oh
I
yes,
love
I have
the
a new guy
emphasis.
friend.
That's
I know. What if we don't have guy? You're my guy friend.
no.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I text you, bro.
But you know, it's a bit awkward texting with your guy friends.
Texting with
Is
your
it?
guy friend.
Especially new ones.
It's
so.
Like, so you're like,
what are
Yeah.
we gonna eat today?
Yeah.
No, like if
There's
you're
this
trying
new
to go
spot.
to
We should go
Shere.
check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, like,
Nigga, are you asking me out?
I love it. I love
no,
it.
okay.
Let's
so my
digress.
toxic masculinity was not on. It
Okay,
was
okay.
off. It was off.
with all those pending messages,
Yes,
bad.
it was off. So as I'm trying to make new friends, get to know people. So these guys, we are talking with him, and he threw a certain comment my way in the WhatsApp that had me like Allah. So we are chatting, and I'm telling him how I'm trying to avoid the female companies in school because I wanna concentrate a bit, you know. So then he's just like, yo, fam, you know you're fine. You know you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he told me, you know you're fine.
He's like,
Like aliniambia I'm beautiful.
You are like, whoa.
sasa,
So what's
mumeingia kwa highway sasa.
Whoa.
like a rat on the highway.
Amekupea gear 3 sasa.
Ameweka spot.
Amekuweka spot. So you've already
So now
gone down.
he
Hold. Yes. No,
Calvin.
you know when you put the car on spot, it lowers. Eh?
We wasted
So
a
now-
lot of meetings.
So yeah, so as we're texting and all that, when he told me
So he told you you're fine. You now continued.
no, as when he told me that, oh, you know, the ladies, the reason they're trying to also come your way is because you're fine, you know, you're like a good looking guy. So I was like, all right, I've not gone back to that chat till today.
Come on.
So-
Not even a thank you.
Like manze, I receive it from girls and my mom and
Okay.
all these people, but another guy telling me I'm fine and I'm beautiful
Okay.
and I'm
Neville, do you look good?
bruh, you don't even need to ask me. I already know. Nilikuwa
Exactly.
Mr.
So
Oh,
if
anyway.
if I tell you that you're an attractive guy.
No, but a guy, I already know. You don't need to tell me, especially you're a guy.
But a babe can tell you.
the
Yeah.
issue.
Your homie cannot, bro. When a homie
Bro, you
compliments
can tell me I look
how
good.
Often, how often do homies
So
compliment each
basically,
other,
it's
bro?
because this is a new friend.
Yeah, mbona ananiambia niko fine? Si
Exactly.
mjui. I don't know
Unaelewa?
them.
So ujui motives zake. in short.
Hey, mbona ananiambia
No,
niko fine?
but
There's no one
if a man tells you you're fine, you're like the other day, I was at Sarit Center, right? The new wing.
Yeah.
And I'm going down I was going down the escalator, and there was this guy. So I'm going down. This guy is supposed to be coming up, right?
Pause.
And that guy is like he kind of like stucad. He's like, you have very nice dreadlocks. He was an Asian guy.
Okay.
And I just looked at him. I was like, thank you.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Damn.
You get like I couldn't.
So
tell
you're
what-
like saying I'm toxic.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Yo, if another man compliments you, this is
It's via
this is
text. Unajua ukiniambia
via
ile.
text.
Manze, like it's always gonna be there. Like
That it's always
that text is just there. You're fine.
Neville, you're not going back to respond. He's not going to take that.
No.
So you
Text
guys are
back away.
okay with guys just...
Me, I'd be
Yeah.
alright. I'd be alright. But now
I'll
when
be easy with
like,
it.
Like there's this
I know I'm fine, but yo.
like there's this particular
Tulieni.
there's this particular homie who's always in my DM. You know when I post up like my pictures of me in the gym?
Yeah.
He has like fire emojis. He's like, nigga, the shoulders, man. They're
Damn.
looking good and all of that. Like my homies actually compliment me. You get? But it's probably when we bump into each other, they're like, hey. So even G the other day was like, Grouchy the other day told me I have hard hands.
But
But
you-
like all of these different
Yeah,
kinds of
for
things.
guys, you know,
get?
we compliment
Tell
each
me.
other in ways that are awkward, but you get it. Like, if I see you have a new car, Calvin, I'll just be like, damn, hii gari yako inaka number plate ni mzee, but ni mpya. You know, that type of thing. I've recognized you have a car, but I have to take a dig at you. So,
Yeah.
wezi niandikia tu, you're fine.
Why
You
not?
get? So
Add
for me-
there, you're fine, but you're a troublemaker. Like, spice.
That's
like,
even worse. But you're a troublemaker. And then next, what? I want to get into some trouble.
I know.
No, that's exactly so, bro.
So you guys are okay with getting compliments
Yeah.
from other guys?
Yes,
Even if it's face to face. If
bro. Yes.
damn, you guys are not feeling like
Bro, I
your
would
life
never-
is in danger.
Yo, let me tell you. I have
For looking good.
I'm
You're killing them.
like Neville, you're just getting started with those compliments. If they've just started coming in,
Yeah.
you will have niggas who are even on the other side tell you, hey, listen, Wagwan, can I take you out on a date? Yo, that shit has happened to me enough times, right?
Did you go on the date?
I've been asked out by
Did you
guys
go
who
on the
are
date?
gay.
Did you
right?
go on the date?
Nah, not really.
Oh.
Yeah. You get, like, for me, I'll be like, all right, do I have a problem with your sexuality? Bro, if that's what you're about, I respect that. You get?
All right, all
But
right.
for me,
yeah, I
am rolling
respect
like
everyone's sexuality, but damn, kuja na hizo compliments pole pole.
But
Like,
do I
Sasa
have...
kama amezoea hivyo.
Like you see for me,
Asizoe kwangu.
I'm comfortable enough.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable enough with like having friends who are gay because I actually have an uncle who's gay, right? Like
Yeah, we're okay with-
Yeah, you get like for
Everybody's
me, I've
sexual preference here iko
always.
sawa. I've never have anything
so like
against-
me for me when a guy like there's a guy I know who's actually
Yeah, niko toxic,
who's
basi,
whatever.
yeah.
Kumbe unatie-
And they'll get like their nails done, and I'll be like, okay, that shit looks good. They've even asked me, what nails do you think I should get? Then come be okay, I think this one's. It's just like in my head, I've looked at it as you know how a Chile would ask me what kind of nails, and I'll be like, pop,
These ones
and I've
look good.
not connected anything to it. Nakwambia, I think blue looks good.
Ni sawa basi. Thank you very much for watching this Premier Gang. Najua manze mko hapo kwa chat muna go crazy mbaya, but it's so good. Remember, like, share and subscribe.
Austin is like, how the
Anytime
fuck
ya
are you
Premier, tuma iko kwenye Twitter, post this somewhere, tag us, the mics are open. Like, share and subscribe. As we said, when you like this content, when you subscribe to this content, it lets YouTube know that you really like this. Na kila saa tutakuwa pale on your side. Also, it's Friday, last week Friday, Andy, you killed it with DJ Lordwin,
with Lordwin was a
on the
birthday
lockdown
edition.
session. Ilikuwa your sophomore debut. Ulikuwa unachocha mbaya.
Ulinifunza. The first time I was in USA nilisema second year niliangalia like what?
But let me ask you a question. Does the lockdown session up your game as a DJ? Like out there when people view, does it give you more gigs? Like is there a lockdown sessions like an effect? It's like a ripple
Are you
effect?
locking them down?
Yeah, gigs, that is the bags.
But the gigs, interestingly, you get more of your tribe getting to you. Like it's only then that you realize these people who really subscribe to my style of play, the music that I play, and them the ones that really want to, get me and, just my vibes. For example, like I got a gig for a private party, like just 20 guys, just do you.
Because of the lockdown?
Exactly, because before I wasn't getting such kinda unateki for someone to do that. Maybe they know you or by proxy. But this is
really
direct. Like someone gets to you direct. Like I saw what you did there. I like it does. And I made this shout going out to all the DJs who have come through on the lockdown session. Maze, they're doing the damn thing. Grouchy, who's on this week?
Who's on the lockdown?
Gibbs,
the guy for Chemical.
Wow.
Okay, Gibbs the guy for Chemical. Yeah, is that guy?
The Dark Child. Oh, he was in the Chemical. The ones with Wash guys. Parody skit.
Man,
Terrence the Creative. That's dope.
Shout out to Terrence the Creative. I've been watching that shit.
It's funny
as hell.
I spent that.
Ngamwambia ngatuma.
But Terrence, stop. Not all Congolese guys are actually about Wash. Yeah. I was watching it and someone is telling me, have you watched the latest episode of Terrence? And I'm like, yeah, I have. Is that how Congolese guys actually talk? I'm like, you have to understand that Lingala really influences. It's the mother tongue influence. Have you ever seen like shows from Luya land trying to speak Swahili? But the worst are those shows from Kikuyu land. And they try and speak in Swa.
In Sanifu.
Oh my God. It's atrocious, right? So now that's the same thing that happens with the Congolese.
Atrocious. Hey, school is doing the schooling, bro. You've dropped big words,
it's not
bro.
a presentation.
Atrocious.
You can relax.
Yeah, chill.
That's the layman sound.
Hey, sorry. Nalipa school fees, maze.
By the way, I've got an update for school. Man,
Wagwan.
I think I beat more than I could chew.
Okay.
Man, I was
good to confess.
I was that nigga who was out there, fam, 6 units deep.
Yeah?
Man, I done
I must graduate now.
Wait, you're taking 6 units right now?
I thought
wow.
I was gonna do 6 units.
Because it dropped.
I've dropped 1.
Yo, man.
I was just like, listen.
Mental.
No.
It's taking a toll.
It's taxing. Like, it's gotten to a point where this past Sunday, at 3 o'clock, I actually had group work. On a whole fucking Sunday. 3 o'clock.
Maze, and let me just say this because that also affects our schedule as well.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're talking about and what you're going through. Because yes, feel. For example, for us to record the minisode or this, like we have to liaise with you guys, classes, all this and that.
That shit is
I understand.
And also I've missed 1 cut.
Already.
I did.
Already.
But I'm plugged in. The lecturer was
what do you mean you're playing?
Let me ask you this. Calvin, would you pay for your grades?
Never. I'm smart enough to know. But
listen. Si mambo ya smart. Achana na mambo. Sisi sote tuko genius level. Would you pay for if one of those people who inputs the records at the school comes to you and be like, Calvin, nimecheki una do a good thing out here. I want to reward you by at least all you need to do is check me like a 50K like this. Would you pay for your grades?
Fuck off. 50K? Hell no.
You'd
But
study.
I've actually been
Damn,
approached.
that's
When I was
sad.
doing my undergrad, there's actually a teacher who told me, hey boss, nesa kuseti, 1 unit.
Walai.
Imagine.
Was
And,
he-
me, I
did
lenga
he
that
want
story.
something?
I swear, I lenga that story. The guy gave me a C minus. Imagine that.
You deserved it. Nakataa aje kuchukua
As
grade
in, the
poa.
guy told me, "Yo,
For not
what's
taking
up?"
the offer.
I was
Kula
like,
C.
nah, fuck it, C
Hey,
minus.
grade
So I've
mbaya
actually
kwa
never
nini?
bought any grade, and the guy actually failed me. And I even felt some type of way. I was like, should I pursue this with the school? Because it sent it to me on
Would
text.
you?
Then I was just like, bureaucracy.
Itakuwa long
I
thing.
was like, fuck it, I ain't got that kind of time. So anyway,
At the back of your mind, you weren't going like them. They're gonna call me a snitch or a rat.
so I miss the cart. It's one of those carts where you need to. So now with virtual learning,
Yeah.
you submit your cart, right? So what happened is I missed the deadline
Okay.
because I was caught up, with work and all of that. But the lecturer was like, you just send it to me, we'll figure it out. But at
Andy, I
least-
won't even ask you if you'd pay for grades because I know you wouldn't. I know you would not even come close to that. And talking about paying.
What about you?
Eh?
Yeah?
We're being honest.
Sio ndio muuliza swali.
Pesa inatolewa. Anyway, moving on. I saw something quite interesting the other day. There's someone who put up a post on Facebook and he said that he had tried to
Imekataa.
use Sheng.
Tumia sheng. It's refused.
alitry to
refused.
seduce.
And then you get it in English.
Alitry kukatia.
Pause your story. That's reminded me of that story.
Kuwa cultured ni ngumu bwana. How do you say to talk to a girl?
They try to holler at.
No, hiyo hala ni street term. Nataka English. To
Oh, hey, okay,
So,
Pop
umekam-
No, it's reminded me of an Insta story that Grouchy put up this week, where these two guys from Tanzania was trying.
She wanna mess with the woo boy.
You get these two guys in Tanzania were trying to speak to each other in English.
Yeah.
You go, I come. Yeah, what?
Wow.
Then
So,
they ended the
wakaelewana?
video. They ended by saying, mulikuwa mnajaribu kuongea Kiswahili wiki.
Kizungu na
Kizungu wiki mzima.
Na
It's
inakataa.
complex. It's
Yeah,
really
so
complex.
ulikuwa
let me go back to
unatuongoza,
the
ehe.
story. So there was this guy who was trying to woo this particular girl. So after like 2 months of wooing, the lady was like, nah, but I see you as my bro, right? So after that, boy took it. It's fine. This one I tried and I failed. Then like 1 week or 2 weeks down the line, Shore hits guy like, yo, I need a little something. My parents haven't given me pocket money. I need a little something. And I know, usually, from the way we have talked, I know you have a little something. Are you willing to, pocket money me something? So, gents, you're this guy. Are you pocket moneying this girl?
For what?
Ati for what?
She needs pocket money. And you're like her bro.
First of all, damn, Ali,
like a
she
bro.
brozoned you.
Yeah,
she brozoned you, bro.
you, but you're not also a
Calvin, you're
bad
gonna
guy.
chuck that money.
Calvin,
Yeah.
are you pocket
Calvin,
moneying this
you're
lady?
gonna chuck that money.
Fam, respect me. Oh, fuck, I've been hollering at you and you can use 3 letters.
Bro.
Bro.
Brother.
BR. You didn't even extend it. Brother is exclamation.
Wow, brother
is
Cal,
fuck-
brother John.
if you tell me brother, I can forgive you. At least it was used in the Bible. Nowhere did they use bro in the Bible. Bro.
So,
And Jesus said, bro. Nah. Jesus said, brother. You get? So let's get that shit straight. But don't be out here calling me bro and then expect me to save your ass.
Why?
Man.
And listen, everything can actually be had a conversation about. If I had withdrawn, if we've agreed and gotten to the point where, listen, this is not gonna work, you just stay in that friend zone, what, sawa. But consistently, I've been over here hollering and you're just dangling that carrot, then you call me bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, fuck you.
Andy.
Jesus is watching.
Wait, Calvin, but it's fine. Andy, pocket money. You have to spare. You have resources and you have something to spare. Say ati uko chini. Are you gonna pocket money this person who didn't allow your advances?
So what you're saying is your attraction to her was conditional. She didn't give it up, so
He has a point.
no.
He has a point.
I'm asking you.
So-
That's what you're saying.
So Calvin,
'Cause-
you're feeling some type of way. That's why you wouldn't pocket money.
No. You see, here's the thing. Just like what Andy's saying, there has to be a conversation and lines that have been drawn. You understand, right?
Okay.
You get? Because if you've been unanivuta, you're pulling me along.
Yeah.
And then you're still trying to bro me, and you can try and see the efforts that I'm putting, what. Yo, let's have a conversation and you keep it 100. You're like, bruh, you are not getting this. You understand? You get?
So for you, it's like, no.
Yeah.
For me, the first red flag on very green grass.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Is you said that, she's mentioned that, I know that you have something.
You know, you were trying to woo her, so she knows you have a bag.
That right there might be the only reason as to why I don't help her out, because of the assumption that what I have. No, hear me out. Because I would, like, if you just genuinely came to me and told me, hey, yo, you know what? Hey, kwanza I use the same bro again, hey, yo, bro, you know what? Yo, help us show it out.
Help me out.
I'd help you. But if you show me entitlement to what I own and what I have, then I might hesitate from helping you out. If you come to me with, I know you have something that you could help me out with, help a sister out. No, it will be like, hey, yo, I don't know your financial situation. I don't know what you do with your money or how you've planned your finances, but I'm in need of this. If you could help a sister out. Damn. But don't tell me that, hey, I know you got something, boy. That's a big no from me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. Nah.
No pesa, no nothing.
Nothing. Just on that. What about you?
To be honest, if I was trying to woo someone and maybe it didn't go well, and now I'm on this bro side and I'm trying to, and this person is still trying to develop something. What I'm
oh boy!
Especially the fact that in this context, I have the resources. I can lose 500. Ni sawa.
Utakia pale na expectations lakini nakuteki.
No.
Nakuteki,
but
bro.
Also, I think this conversation goes further. Maybe she wants something which is easily dispensable. Like now, you just brought the Sotano situation into this 500. All right, cool. If it's 10 grand, okay. If it's 50 grand,
mazi umefika 10 grand ni mbali, umeenda mbali.
At least you've said there's levels to some things. Let me switch up the conversation and make it between us gents. First question: have you ever asked another guy friend of yours or a friend of yours to borrow their house to link with someone? Because maybe you're living in your mom's house, ama you don't have your own place. So you've seen Jimani has a place, and you're like, yo, this place would be conducive if I could borrow it. Have you ever asked another?
Is that what they're calling it? Germination?
No, like the necessities conducive for germination.
Yeah, the conditions.
Oh, you want to come to my house and germinate?
Plant a seed in the sand, in the soil. That's probably water it a little bit with some fertilizer.
Your biology now.
I got manure.
Yeah.
And I've got a... Yeah.
So have you Calvin?
When I was 19, come on, man. Shout out to my cousin. Cousin stroke uncle.
You asked for the...
Oh, we used to do that all the time. He's actually called Peter. Man, all the damn time, bro.
So you used to go to his digs?
Yeah, I used to be over there, man.
At that time you lived with your folks? So you've invited, so you've asked someone for their place so that you can...
No, I was just like, bro, you're not going to be there. You're at school, right? Because he's only a couple of years older than I am.
So what about, have you ever like intentionally been like, yo, bro, I have a meeting with someone and I'd like to use your house to smash.
Actually,
or something.
Enough, no.
You've never?
Really? Never. Okay.
Kijana and young?
I've been the guy whose house is...
Or being taken.
Yeah.
So you've given
Interestingly, by shorties even.
Oh! Hey, that's a nice one.
Bro, like, it was the most interesting experience when a shoddy pal of mine is hollering at me because she didn't stay close to where I used to stay.
And she wants it now.
The nigga she's smashing is my neighbor. Yeah. You know, but not at ile karibu. But also she wants a place where she can be comfortable away from, you know, so many eyes.
Mamacho.
Yeah. And my place happened to fit the description.
Yeah.
So why the fuck didn't you want to go to that nigga crib?
again, cause one, the attention over there, and also this to her is like her home ground advantage because she stays far. But also, it sends a message when you go to the guy's digs. You get, so it was very interesting for Ashori to
Ain't
come to
that
me and go
nigga
like, hey yo, could I have the keys to
Calvin
your
achana na huyo
house?
msee.
Ah, you won't say I go down, bana. Let's just call it what it is.
Level najua pia you've borrowed a couple of keys.
I've been on both sides.
of
Yeah,
the
especially
conversation.
when you.
But they, honestly, for me, for as far as I can remember, because listen, uni, I had my own sport, all of those, so all of these years, right? So it's never been urgent like that.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like at particular points when I was dating so and so, they probably had a house, so there was never ever no need to borrow.
So as I said, also me, I've borrowed some keys, and I've given out some keys. In fact, when you borrow someone's house, anasema hiyo inaitwa kichinjio, aka slaughterhouse.
Chamber.
But yes, so now another question that I have, just pertaining to the same whole scenario of asking for the key, blah blah blah. When you come into someone's house, Ivo, Calvin, I've allowed you come through my place, blah blah blah, and you all have your time, you'll have your good time. Is it me as your friend, after using your spot, am I allowed to like stay there some more, like sleep over?
No, fuck no.
If there was a conversation had about that prior to, then I mean I could even
And when I say sleep over, I mean both of us.
Yeah.
Nigga,
See, we've had that conversation prior.
So guys, what do you know? You guys need to tell me. Is this a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom?
Ni bed sitter, bro. Hakuna hata bedroom.
Okay, still,
tuseme,
it was
just for your
good enough.
comfort, Calvin,
it was
one
good enough
bedroom.
for them to smash in.
Tuseme one bedroom.
It was comfortable enough for them to smash.
So
Good
I'm
spot.
supposed to be on my couch. Like
Yeah?
you guys already soiled my sheets.
Now that's the thing. If you know that's gonna happen, outarudi home. You're not gonna
No,
sleep home.
if that's the case, bro. Anyway, I can't relate.
Exactly. So Nev, if that conversation was not had before,
No, you know what?
What about? Let me ask you something you
know,
can relate
in
to, Calvin.
2020, I learned something. You actually don't need to have the answers for everything.
Let me ask you
and in this particular case,
something you can
I
relate
don't
to,
fucking
Calvin.
relate.
When you used to go to that person's house and maybe you all do your thing and you all mess up in the bedroom, as you said, sheets, nini. Is there a conversation that is had, or you just leave things as they are?
So my cousin used to have a big room, right? Like this was the size of his room, right? So he had a big bed on this side, and then he had another smaller bed. So that's like a 6x6 and a 4x6. So me, I
And
was
the
the
girl them.
4x6. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You get. So that's what I used to do. So whenever the clean lady would come or what, because listen, my cousin wasn't like the cleanest of people. The clean lady would come after like 2 weeks or something. There was shits to go around. So I'd pay for that. You get.
Andy, after using someone's place, before we get to the other conversation that Calvin can relate to, cleaning up ni nani? Like let's say we use your dishes, maybe we mess
Clean.
your sheets up.
Clean.
I mean, even on the lockdown sessions, and even here I'm always talking about housekeeping, like look after us. So if I lend you my digs, if I lend you my spot, the least that you can do, bro, it's not an Airbnb you're paying me. Right? I'm not asking you for chums to pay me. I'm your homie, bro. But the least that you can do, at least quite respectful, you know. When you're done with the bed sheets, laundry basket, if there was dishes, nini, you at least clean up. When I come home, I don't want to come and start cleaning up again after your mess. I know it's my place. Kuna vile niliacha. This is how I want my place to be when I'm coming back.
Yeah.
So if it's not that, then we have a problem.
We have a big problem.
What about you?
I think for me, definitely, that whole aspect of people in my space is what doesn't sit too well with me.
Okay.
Right? Like especially if you're coming into my house to like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. You're on fucking bad chicks on my couch. Nah, bro. Let me do that shit myself. You feel me? Like I don't want to be laying down and Andy's tush was there. You know?
No, even me.
Yeah, you
Sitting
get,
down
Like,
where
Calvin,
Andy.
come on,
no,
Calvin.
like you're butt naked on my fucking couch.
Like
Bro,
Calvin one night maze the series
ah,
so nice
hell no.
in Roaka,
No, listen,
pale la veranda,
if you're
and
gonna
Neville is
sleep on
not
my- if
home.
you're gonna sleep on my
I have
couch,
a bad thing.
it's cool.
I'm like,
If you're gonna
damn,
be on my
Calvin,
couch,
bro.
yo,
Butt ass naked, bro.
But you know how traditionally they used to do it is this, right? I'll give you some spare shits, and then you can stretch them out on the couch.
Nigga, when it's a murder scene.
No, I'm just fucking particular, bro.
murdering the
Yo, people, I don't know your capabilities.
Just wrap it up.
People be out here discharging all different kind of things.
God, I saw that spray.
Bro, I might come into, you know, in my house I've got a painting of that fine lady at the corner. That painting, that mosaic thing I have.
Yeah.
Y'all must probably squatting shit all over that. Like I'm like, what the fuck? You know, watch my shit.
Calvin, let me calm you down. Tulia was
You know how I'm stretching on the couch. I'm just on Netflix and I'm just like, shit smell funny.
But that's the thing. That's why you have to clean up afterwards, bro. That's why. Wait, Neville, unasemaje lakini?
You know, couches are the biggest betrayers. You know, like, have you ever seen like cum stains on fucking couches in people's houses?
And,
do you remember that?
This is where our sponsors. That was the last time Calvin was speaking.
We clearly need a sofa set sponsor
And tissues. And I got tissues.
Oh my goodness! But
I think we should run this as an experiment for the mics are open. If you're one of those people who actually does those light things that can light up at night, and we run them over couches, myself, Andy, Nev are volunteering for you guys to come through.
I'm good.
You will notice that my couches will be
No, I'm good. But take it. I feel like in the house, it's just a hack I learned, yeah? You should always be having some bicarbonate soda and hydrogen sulfide. And these things are very affordable at the chemist. Maze. Hydrogen sulfide, a bottle goes for like 50 bob. And bicarbonate, you can buy for even 25 bob or something.
You know, you can also use that all those like acid and that kind of stuff. Like if you're trying to like disintegrate her body.
That point went down the drain. Anyway, that was a pointless hack.
Yeah,
I hope it helps you out one day.
Let me try and wake you up with the wake up sessions. You know, Grouchy is always on this page every morning. Here on Saturday morning. What's
a
wake up call with Grouchy. Grouchy is always I'm trying to sell Grouchy. Grouchy is always doing the thing on Saturday mornings 10 p.m. pale on our YouTube page. So make sure you take care of us. 10 a.m. Take care of us in that way. If you're listening to us on audio on Fridays, as we said, lockdown, and Saturday morning, that's the only way to go is Grouchy. And as he said this week, Dark Child and for the lockdown,
Mr. Chemical
and Ouija.
DJ Ouija. Okay,
nice,
so
nice.
As we come to the wrap up.
Already, bado mapema. It's still early.
How long? Yeah, almost done.
It's still early, bro.
real,
How long have we been going for? 1 hour?
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Guys, you know,
55 minutes.
These guys can
We
talk.
have time. Austin anatuharakisha bure. Twende
No,
bana.
as we wrap, yeah. You got the questions?
Yeah,
No, wait. You wanted to say something.
Say something.
Yeah. So, you know, when Nev was when we were prepping, Nev was asking me about like being hit on by people, and I told Nev I'd give him a story. So earlier, I was at the car wash, right? And this car wash was driving into had like a lady security guard. She was G4S.
Yeah.
So cars tinted, you can't really see inside. So Shukisha, she looks at me, and she's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi." Unaka umechoka? I'm like, no, I'm not tired. I'm cool. You know, small talk kind of thing, right? And then she's like, na nimekuona wapi? I'm like, I hope you don't watch the mics are open. You know, at that point,
Yeah.
I'm just like, nah. Then she's like, sawa, see ya.
Aye.
Yo,
Hey.
sawa,
see ya.
bro. So I get the car sprayed. What? I'm about to pull out. I'm about to pull. I'm now chomoking.
Yeah.
So this particular car wash, right?
Oh.
So you pay you pay with pay bill. Then as you exit, you have to. You have to. So the guys will confirm, right?
Yeah.
So I confirmed that shit, and I'm like, cool, I've paid. But this lady, I go to Peter the gate. She doesn't let that thing panda. You know that.
Why you think you're going handsome?
Yo, she's like to panda. She's like,
Dreadlocks here,
she's
boy.
like roll down the window again. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Calvin. What's your phone number?
Hey,
So
yes.
at that point,
Straight to the
so
point.
me, I'm
I
thinking,
love it.
because you know she's got those big ledger books, like for security reasons, what.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
me, I ain't trying to fuck with some shit.
No, she's just trying to get you in for details, security
Then
purposes.
once she's written that 07 what down, she says, yeah, hiyo ndio ile namba nilikuwa nataka. And then she's like, nakauna a queen. She's like, and now if you want me to be driving you,
Yeah, I can drive you
I'll
crazy.
call you.
Crazy.
I'll call you.
Loco.
Like,
Till Ruaka.
listen, my thing is this, like the audacity in that babe.
No, she was shooting from deep. Bro. From
Steph
deep.
Curry,
You know,
Winnie.
Hey, no assist.
She was those babes for G4S. You know,
anaweza kufinya
and bro,
Calvin huyo.
she was like 6'2", She was like 6'2", 6'2", no weave, natural hair kind of thing. She's like, I'll be home at 6 after my shift. You best be here.
Yeah, you best be there, boy.
Anyway, that was fun.
Akupata umejifungia mahali.
Role play
Role play.
nini. Ati you're the one who is robbing the G4S. Gone in 4 seconds. Don't come in 4 seconds. Calvin Bwana, will you role play with the G4S lady? Oh, don't shoot me. Shoot me with your gun.
Squid Game but was coming 24 seconds.
You know,
Green light, red light.
you know, G4S babes, all they have is what? They have the rungus and what?
Tapigwa rungu.
But you know, there's so many scenarios. Like
Yeah.
if she's a security guard, so many scenarios you can play with it. Play with. In terms of role playing, it could be a bank robbery.
We're actually talking about okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it could be a bank robbery. She could be probably one of those guys who escort money. So she's like, baby, I'm bored. Let's just do it in the car. We've been escorting this money all day. Or it could even be one of those scenarios where she's on the night shift. She's like,
rob
do you
me.
wanna act like it's a night shift? Or she could be one of those
Whoa,
guys
we're
who
wow.
just, there's so many scenarios. Anyway, you guys can add all of those scenarios. I feel like I was on overthink.
Bruh. So, did she holla?
I don't know. She's probably gonna do it. You know her shift ended 6.
Also, her shift ended, yeah?
No, it's about it.
Are you gonna entertain?
No.
Why not?
Nah, no.
Why not?
I'm alright.
Okay. Sasa basi. Yo, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I shared something in the group. You have a new neighbor and you're throwing a party. Are you inviting the new neighbor to your party?
If it's a painting, yes, they have to have the vibes. Otherwise,
What if the neighbor comes knocking and introduces themselves and goes like, hey yo, if you're throwing something, if you have something going
Invite
on,
me.
holla at me.
that's the one not to invite.
For me, how
Yeah.
I do it is this: like, if there's a particular neighbor who's new or some, and they seem like you can tell neighbors who are interesting, right? So normally I'll just ask my security guard, yo, what's their story? You get like there's a babe in our building apparently who's a DJ, right? Yo, she's mad tatted up. What?
And you're telling
Tatted.
the- okay.
Tatted up.
There's the sleeves.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, so what's her story? And yeah, she's apparently ni DJ sijui nini. I get that it's the brief.
Yeah.
Basically.
Napigwa brief.
Yeah. Then I've got another neighbor who, some white guy, I think Akina Austin and them have met, right?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Like it just depends on the neighbors. But them there's some motherfuckers I just ain't inviting.
Hey, okay.
Neville.
Damn.
So mesema
as
only
I
if
said-
only if it's a shoddy.
Yeah, I'm inviting Shore, of course. There has to be. If you're knocking at my door asking to be at the party, I'm definitely not letting you in. But yeah, there could be ways. If you're coming with some, maybe party imekosa kajin. Na wewe sayo na uko na like 4 bottles.
Uko na supply.
Yeah, maybe we could. Yeah, maybe if
Okay.
you're providing some sort of. You might be bringing like 4
Reinforcements.
chicks. Yeah, unaweza kuwa
Hey.
unaona. Drake said I like it crowded. We like it crowded. So it's a new kind of thing.
man.
But yes, is that everything? We go to open mics.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
that's
Gucci.
it.
So
Yeah.
if you're new to this channel, Open Mics is where at the end of the podcast we talk about things that you have sent us on our DMs, Instagram,
Izarski.
Twitter, kila pahali pale. So first question, gents. A few weeks back, there was a story. Tiwa Savage mentioned a story of her allegedly trying to be blackmailed by someone.
extorted. Yeah.
Because that someone had her sex tape.
Yeah.
So someone sent in a message and they're asking, would have you given in to the blackmail? Or would have you been hard-headed like Tiwa and been like, nah, I'm keeping my money. If you gotta release the sex tape, release it. And allegedly she has a sex tape. I'm not sure about it. But yes, gents, are you allowing blackmail pan your head tap? Andy, unataka kuchukua hii? Are you being blackmailed for guys to not release your sex tape?
Put it out there, mazi.
I'm not
Put it
giving
out
you no
there.
money.
Put
Kevin
it out
Hart
there.
style.
Weka.
Rastaman. Unasema aje?
Because you know why?
Eh.
What's to say that ile kopi yenye sasa yenye ulikuwa umenionyesha hakuna ingine.
So you're worried about duplicate copies and them maybe asking for more money down the road?
No, the only thing I would be worried about is how good the sex tape looks. because
kama
because
ukuperform, lipa pesa.
That's the only thing I'd be afraid of. Because Cheki, what are the chances that this video is going to be leaked? They're very high.
Bro, that's exactly what I say. We've seen a couple of sex tape leaks out here, especially for Kenyan guys, and I'm usually like, damn, kama umeperform vibaya, you can already see it, guys. The first comment will be, hey, hii video hata si 30 seconds. Imekuja tu na ikaenda. So it's crazy. So Calvin, are you allowing? Mi naona wewe by the way, Calvin unalipa.
Calvin atatoa pesa. You have to protect this. Have you seen Calvin?
Image,
no,
Calvin is the face of the podcast, bro.
My thing is this, right? If you have a sex tape out, however you got it, what, it's got Calvin in it, send it to me.
Bro.
Maybe wakutumia tseme 5 seconds and you see it's you.
No, send it to me.
Unataka proof.
Send it to me. Change your location.
I know where you live.
You wanna track them down?
No. Yeah, all I'm saying is this, right? All of this, you do money, pay, what. Change your location.
I know people.
Hey, Calvin
is
is mafia
scary.
style.
Simple. Change location.
Mafia
Move.
style.
Nigga said run.
I like that.
That's it. We can't be over here acting all day at money, what. Just fucking change your location.
Move it. Keep it moving.
Asa tutafanya rambe ama.
For me manzeni, mi najua yangu itakuwa classic. So haina noma, kimkeni AJ kando. So iachilie nipande the scales of life.
I mean, you can survive.
Achilia nikue huko juu bwana.
Nev,
Yo,
I mean,
did you see the way that DJ?
It's a Luya thing. Mukisa kitu isabai. Itakuwa sawa.
Yo bro, wacha nikwambie, kuna yule DJ yake ililikingi kitambo.
Mbona
wasa walikuwa na muenjoy man. Paka wa leo manze, wase wana.
Walai.
Wase walikuwa na
vile alichukulia. Napenda vile alichukulia.
All right, so let's move on. There
also,
was
damn, what conversation are you having with your parents
manze,
as it comes out?
Niko na video ya porno huko nje.
I mean, it better be good, son, because if it's not,
Your dad would ask you, is it good?
it better be
How
good.
long is it?
Guys, as we wrap, camera is about to
as
end.
we wrap, there was a video that was sent to us. It's of Lil Duval.
Okay.
He's speaking. I'll let Grouchy play the video.
I've come to the conclusion that you shouldn't help everybody out. Like, when people ask you for something, you ever thought about maybe you shouldn't because you messing up God's plan? He might be trying to teach them a lesson, so I encourage everybody today to not help somebody out. That's my challenge. When somebody asks you to do something, say, no, that's not in God's will.
So basically, in the video, as you've seen, Lil Duval is talking about not always helping people because they might be going through God's plan.
Character development.
You know, maybe Mungu amenyima Calvin bibi kwa sababu, you know, God knows how you are, bado hujafika ile level. You understand what I mean? So, what are your thoughts on this video by Lil Duval? Do you agree or do you disagree? Should we help people sometimes and let God's plan take course and leave them alone? What do you think? Calvin, let's go.
Man, at times it's a hard balance, bro. You know, you never know. You get like, it's not a one size fits all kind of situation. There's people who you help and you can see, okay, they've done something. Then there's just motherfuckers that you keep helping and niggas just don't get it.
So for you,
But
your God's plan?
Bro,
Drake.
for me, it's you know, it's one of those things, and especially for us guys, with what we do, mics are up in the podcast, radio, and everything. We are at a place where society and a lot of people look at us and everything, right?
Different way.
So we're always getting so many different kind of requests, right? And that's to whom much is given, much is expected, right? So with our positions, you have to know exactly how to balance that as well. You get
Yeah.
So that situation of who are you? Are you God to know wagwan?
Kama mni plan yake.
Yeah, you know, you can't.
Andy, how are you feeling about this situation?
With Calvin on that, because these people you've helped, unacheki yenyewe,
Yeah.
this is genuine, and then there's those convenient only for them, like ni chovya chovya, unaona inamaliza buyu la asali. So if it's genuine, yeah, I'll help until a certain extent, because you know your cup is also running out. See, you have an endless supply of cash and all of that. So it's about striking the balance for me as well. Unasemaje?
Okay.
Unasemaje as we wrap up?
As we wrap up about that, I feel as if, as you all have said over and over again, there are times to help and there are times to just let it go. So for me, I'm also on that same kind of balance. Aya, swali ya mwisho before tuende. How much money, like the limit, are you expected to give like your friends? Is there a limit? Like between me and you, Calvin, I can give you 500 bob. Maybe that's my limit to how much money I can give you. Or maybe to Andy, limit yake to me ni kama fuliza, maybe iko 50,000. You get? So for you guys, do you have limits to how much money you can give out there? You know, especially to your friends.
I think, not to complicate this, it's a very simple answer. The rule is always you give what you can afford to lose.
Okay.
Simple. You know, like, say for instance, if you're saying 500 is what you can afford to lose and not feel whatever, that's it. Like, say for instance, if you want to borrow me 10 grand, I'll be like, sawa, I can
get there.
I can send you 10 grand. If you want to borrow a sock from me, you get.
We'll have to.
You understand? So it's all different levels to it. But the rule, the operating rule is, but there's so many people with money out here. Utawaomba, and you can tell this guy has money, and you know they can give you money. Lakini anakuambia, mimi naweza kupea tu hii. It's because you give what you can afford to lose.
Okay.
Because imagine being in a situation where you've
given.
Yeah.
Na wewe hauna.
So at the end of the day, you're the idiot for giving.
Yeah. And you unasema aje? Is there limits with your friends, ama it's what you can afford to lose?
The closer you are to me, the more money I can give you.
Okay.
Simple as that. Because if you're like within the core of, you know, my relationships and my friendships, then you can get as much as I earn. Unaona, like minta kupatia as much as I can, depending on how close we are. So the closer you are, the more I can give.
Okay.
Yeah, unasemaje?
I think I'm of the same opinion. Like, if I can afford 500, nitakupea in that moment. If I can't, pia nitakwambia, bro, hiyo haiwezi for now. You know. It's another successful episode. Thank you very much for watching. The mics are open. Remember, like, share, subscribe. If you're listening to us on audio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, all those different places, remember, tell everybody about the mics are open. And if you're wondering where that other guy is, nasikia ameenda check up ile tummy tuck, like, you know you have to be checked after, you know.
Yeah.
So man's in Atlanta.
Now, before we even say our names to end, right? If you're one of the people who won the Java merchandise, right, and you didn't share your phone numbers, right, Austin is going to be on the chat as this episode ends. Please make sure, because we've got a lot of people who've gotten their winnings, who've been able to collect their goodie bags, but we got an email saying that there's guys who hadn't dropped their phone numbers. So for that lot who hadn't dropped their phone numbers, kindly do so, because we want to get these goodie bags to you. All right, that's been episode 131 of The Mics Are Open.
Yes, sir.
Big C and the Young
Neville, and we are out.
Peace. Adios.
Yes, sir.
Whew.